Okay, so let's take a second and let's look at all the different things that we find, all the different features on this site. At the very top, you will see some tabs: Build, Design, Pages, Store, Settings. The main ones that you'll be working with is just Build and Design. There are many pages you can add to this page here. So starting like with Home would be your first page. You can add more for About, so you can actually design a second page. You can also have a contact page. You can add to that also with other pages, but in this assignment, we are only going to focus on our home page. So as we go through and we're building our page and we want to design our page, when you click on Design, that's going to give you options to change colors, themes, fonts, and so forth that you see on here. So we're going to go back to Build. You can keep this as simple as you want to, or if you want to add a little bit more creativity, you can. But we're going to start at the top, show you the features that you can work on, and work our way down to the bottom. So starting with our title, this is called My Site. If I want to change this information, I have the option to take it off completely, to add a text, to change the text that's written there, or to add a logo. So we're going to change the text on this site, and we're going to call this Named After Your Teacher, Mrs. Ray's. Okay, this is going to actually become a tutorial. And if I'm looking at some different things on here, I don't need to change the home button. I'm fine with that. But I do want to change the image here that's on top here. So there's some insight to give you on this. There are different ways that we saved our images. One of them was that we saved it in a document file. We also learned about saving the image URL. And that's what we want to work with today, is how to edit the image and do it in the best way to be able to see the image. So when I click on the image, I have options on changing that image at the very corner here. You're going to see Add Image or Add Text. In this case, we want to add image. We're going to edit this. And we have the option to get a picture from our computer, to search for a picture, to go a favorites, or to do an image URL. When we're adding images, it is always better on this site to be able to use image URLs. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm going to click into image URL, and I'm going to leave this page open. And while I do that, I'm going to open another page on my system, and I'm going to look up images through Google. And the images, whoops, sorry about that. The images that I'm specifically looking for are images about strategies, about your book, because that's kind of what this whole program is dedicated to. So I'm going to go into images and find something that depicts what your book looks like. So this image here works pretty good, so I'm going to double click on it. I have to click on it first to be able to get the URL, or else it'll give me the web page instead of the image URL. So now that I've clicked on the image, I'm going to go into Copy Image URL. I click on this and I go back to my Weebly and I copy and paste that image in there. It should always end with a JPG, a GIF, or a PNG. If it doesn't, then either the picture is not available to insert, or you have to go back and make sure you double click into that image so that you're only looking at the image. So then when you're finished and you have it inside, you just click Insert. So now I have a new picture that's in front of this other picture. However, it's not big enough. So I have the ability now to change that. So I'm going to drag and pull until I get this image exactly how I want it in my picture. Now, you don't have to change your first image. That's not a part of the requirement. But for mine, I would like that image. So when I click OK and I have this situated exactly how I want it, now I can see everything that I wanted to say, the 50 strategies for teaching English language learners. Then I'm going to go up to the top corner here where it has cancel or save, and I'm going to save that. So now it takes me back to my screen and I am ready to go.